A widespread misconception about Australia's housing crisis is that we need immigrants because they do the jobs that Australians cannot do. This myth stems from a government publication named the Occupation Shortage List, which alleges that Australia has shortages in 29% of occupations. However, there are two major issues with this claim. The first is that many of the entries on this list are not jobs that Australians are incapable of doing. The reason these jobs are included on the list is because it defines a shortage as any role for which employers experience difficulty filling vacancies at current levels of remuneration and conditions of employment. So the issue is not that Australians cannot do these jobs, it is that only a small number are willing to do so for the pay that employers are currently offering. If there were no immigration, employers would need to offer higher wages in order to attract Australians to accept these roles. But if the government permits immigration, this increases the supply of workers, enabling employers to meet their staffing needs while paying lower wages. So, low-skilled migrants are not doing jobs that Australians cannot do. Instead, they undercut Australian workers, reducing our wages. This brings us to the second issue with the original claim. It is true that we have genuine shortages for some occupations, such as tradesmen. However, the number of immigrants who actually have these skills is tiny compared to the total intake. This means that instead of helping to solve the skills shortages, immigration is actually making them worse. In conclusion, in order to restore housing affordability, we must cut immigration to eliminate the housing shortage. It is not enough to return to a pre-pandemic level of immigration, even with a higher construction rate, as this would take multiple decades to end the crisis. As a result, our petition calls for zero immigration until housing is affordable, with exemptions only if genuine shortages of clinical healthcare workers or skilled construction workers occur, or for other exceptional circumstances. If you agree, please sign the petition and share with others. Thank you in advance, and together we can end Australia's housing crisis.